to have to reach out to this company and find out what the heck is going on and why all my streams are dying half an hour in. Hi, Debbie. I'm sorry, my people. Thank you very much, Miss Janet. I forgot to do my cheer. No, I didn't set my timer. Thank you, Andrew. I'm going to do 30 minutes. Thank you for reminding me. I just sent an email. I usually only send it out to like part of my email list, but I sent it out to everybody this time because we're coming up. Hi, I'm watching an older video from your Supernova tutorial on crocheting along with you there. Oh, goodness. It's probably cringeworthy. I'm so sorry. I'm going to make a new one. I promise. I keep saying that, but I will. I promise. Are you going to zoom in? If you want a more zoomed in view, I would say watch me on YouTube. I mean, what do you want me to zoom in on? This is the view on TikTok, my dear. I don't know why do you need it to be closer? If you want, you can watch on YouTube. I'm in a landscape view over there. You like watching really close. Oh, okay. So the TikTok, I like to have more of like the whole view of all my stuff because people ask hella lots of questions over here. So I like for people to be able to see the stuff. Otherwise, everyone is gonna, ask me. They're still gonna ask me. People must ask 800 times, what yarn is it? And I know it's because the yarn is very pretty. Will you get the patterns out? It's the 6-day Superstar blanket. There's the 6-day Star, the 6-day Superstar, and the 6-day Supernova. So this is Star Blanket September. I'm doing all 3 of my 6-day Star blankets this month. And this is the Superstar. So this is my second one. And I've got one more to go, and it's the Supernova. So thank you, Miss Janet. Miss Janet, I'm going to make you a mod. You know how to answer the questions. There you go, my dear. Enjoy the power. Only use your power for good. I appreciate you. So I have a poll on the, and I'm okay with y'all answering questions, but it's this, like, people hop in and they ask the same question, and 2 hours worth of it, it gets to be a lot. But there is a poll on this live, and I'm happy you're here. So I don't mean that to come off. I'm going to try and be nice. I should put my ring on, so I remember to be nice. What am I saying? Yes, there's a poll. Click vote, and then it'll come up and it'll have all the frequently asked questions, the answers. Are my answers correct on the poll? Because I didn't look at them before I started the live. I was just like, yeah, I'm sure they're fine. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club. I wish that I could be like the cool kids. This is the Weird Kids Club. Oh, no. I don't know what's going on with, like, the internet again tonight. Great. Because all the cool kids, they wear crochet halter tops. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, like the cool kids. Do, 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 do. Yeah. What's the difference between the 6-day star, superstar, and supernova? The 6-day star is the easiest of all the 6-day crochet patterns, including 6-day kid blanket and all the other patterns. The 6-day star blanket is the easiest. If you're a beginner crocheter, start with the 6-day star, or if you've never done 6-day crochet, start with the 6-day star. It starts with 9 setup rounds, and then after that, you repeat the same 6 rounds, and they are weirdly numbered 2 through 7. And the reason they're numbered 2 through 7 is because all 6-day crochet patterns have the same 6 rounds numbered 2 through 7. And it came from the original 6-day blanket, which had a row 1, which was just like a single crochet row, and then 2 through 7, and then you repeated 2 through 7. Okay. So that's where it came from. But basically you do these 9 setup rounds. Oh, cool. And then you repeat 2 through 7, and you just keep repeating them, and your blanket gets bigger, and all the rounds are the same. It just gets bigger and bigger, and you have more and more and more stitches. Okay. That's the star. The 6-day superstar starts with the same 8 setup rounds, and then you have 3 additional setup rounds where you add a new point in between each of the 7 points. So you end up with 14 points. All the points are the same size. It takes on more of a round circular shape than a star shape, like the star blanket. Okay. The 6-day supernova also has 14 points. It starts out just like the 6-day star blanket with the same 9 setup rounds. And then it continues just like the 6-day star blanket, where you repeat rounds 2 through 7, and then you repeat 2 through 6. And then you have a new setup round to add the extra points. So you end up with 7 larger points and 7 smaller points. That is the 6-day supernova. The 6-Day Star, like I said, is the easiest. The Superstar is, I think, the most fun. I enjoy it the most. It's mindless. It's a circle. It's beautiful. It's stunning. It's the one that I do when I pick up my yarn and I'm like, I think I'm going to make a star, 6-Day Star. I do the Superstar. It's my favorite. And it's also the one that I thought when I was making it, I was like, this is a dumb idea, but I think some people will like it. And then it ended up being my favorite. I don't know why I thought it was dumb. I guess I just sometimes question my own ideas. You know, how you feel like nobody will like it. They're all going to laugh at you. You know, that's those kinds of feelings. What are those deodorant sticks? It's Stitch Balm. It's aromatherapy balm, and it goes on your finger where you tension the yarn. You put it on your finger, and then it smells nice. You get a nice aromatherapy while you're working on your project. And I'll put it over here so TikTok can see it. And then the scent also goes into the yarn. But honestly, I don't think I use my aromatherapy balm enough to really scent my project that much because I forget. But I enjoy using it a lot. It's very nice. Oh my God, I need that. I'm new to crocheting. I've never seen that before. Yep, I got a link in my bio for it. It's called Scented Stitches. It's an affiliate link. I love it. So I, in addition to being your crochet, 6-Day crochet, person, star blanket designer, I am a somatic movement therapist and educator. And I practice and teach somatics as part of my crochet wellness practice. And when I saw that product, I at H&H, I was like, how perfect. I like the 6-Day Great Granny. Yep. When you get tired of doing 6-Day Stars, you could do a 6-Day Great Granny or Great Granddaddy, which is the rectangle. And when you get tired of doing those, you can do the OG 6-Day Kid Blanket. And you could never get tired of doing the 6-Day Kid Blanket. It looks different every different way you stripe it. You think the 6-Day Star Blanket is addictive. I think the 6-Day Kid Blanket is extremely addictive. The Scented Stitches is aromatherapy stitch balm that you put on your finger where you tension the yarn. Makes your project smell nice. No, it has essential oils in it, but it does not leave any residue. The only time I have not enjoyed the experience of it is when I forgot I had it on my finger and I rubbed my nose, which I've done a bunch of times. I mean, it still smells nice. You're sensitive and the yarn smell from some brands. Oh, they also have this one, the unscented. Hang on. I have my windows open and stuff is like blowing around. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that, my friends. I made a star blanket for my third ever project, and it's a size. Aw. I was saying yesterday, I don't have a supernova at the house. I'm really excited to have a supernova. I'm making one for myself out of the Noro Tsubame 44, which is the holy grail of beautiful yarns, in my opinion. When I can afford more yarn, I'm going to make another one of your blankets. If you can't afford yarn, I would just make a Facebook post in your neighborhood Facebook group and just say, hey, does anybody have any yarn they don't need? Any yarn they're not using, they're not planning to use for anything? And trust me, you will have all the yarn you need. My mom really struggled with the star for some reason. She worked it out in the end. Oh, I'm sorry to hear she struggled with it. I live very rural, like side of a mountain rural. I mean, I get it. I live in a kind of remote area also. It sounds beautiful though. Good night, my dear. I don't think I've completed an entire round yet. This is my first round. Oh my goodness. I've been goofing off. Almost an hour into the call and I haven't even done one round. Ridiculous. I keep trying to talk about somatics too. I'm going to have my somatics meeting tomorrow night. I do it once a month. It's on Zoom. And this is for knitters and crocheters, fiber artists, people that use their hands for stuff over and over. I see you all on here and you're crocheting and you're not taking care of your bodies. And this is the time of year we start seeing everybody talk about which compression gloves to buy. And I'm going to tell you, I am not going to take advice from anybody who is injured. If you want to learn some practices for taking care of your hands, taking care of your body, having a good mindset around making a bunch of gifts for family and friends. You want to learn somatic techniques to reduce your anxiety around all that stuff. Hello. Yes, hi everybody. Get yourself ready for the holiday season. Learn how to crochet and keep your body safe. Keep your hands healthy. Keep your back. Learn how to use good posture, your back and neck and shoulders, and some stretches and breath work and mindset practices. So I do that once a month on like the third Tuesday of the month is usually when I do it. And so it's tomorrow. So I can't believe it's already the third Tuesday of September. It's crazy to me. And it's a free Zoom call. You can just register for it and come. Bring your crochet, bring your knitting. And I'm going to teach you how to develop a somatic crochet or knitting practice to keep you healthy and safe. Where you work on your gifts, holiday gifts and stuff. What round am I on? 2. Hi, Kathy. Chain 1 and skip 4. It looks like a watermelon. Well, the colors aren't exactly accurate on TikTok. They look a little more true to life over on YouTube. I don't really know what TikTok does. Somebody else said it looked like watermelon. Okay, so this is my 3rd time doing round 2, right? My first time, I only have 1 cluster on the side of the mountain. The second time, I have 2. The third time, I have 3. Matt Makes Crochet just purchased an auto renewal subscription. Yeah, thank you. The peak is always, thank you so much. The peak is always going to have 333. I love you right back. Okay, the dip is always going to have a double crochet 3 together with a skip, chain 1 and skip 4 on either side of it. That's how easy and repetitive these patterns are. Once you get the setup rows done, once you figure it out, it's good to go. You can just fly. Chain in 1 and skip 4. Round 2 is always the hardest round. Chain 1 and skip 4. Hello. Well, there's my 30-minute timer. I wanted to let you know I feel like such a rebel. You do. Hydrate, everyone. Why do you feel like such a rebel? Just me, Caroline. I'm on my third repeat and I decided to do row 5 in the back loops only. What? Say what? Goodness, my girl. You want me to talk about the massage oil? Okay. Let me take my watch off. I think I have these products linked on my YouTube videos. Although, to my knowledge, nobody has ever purchased them through those links. This is the massage oil that I use when I take breaks, when I'm crocheting, or after. Usually I do this when I'm done, or if I'm doing like a marathon and a really long session, I'll stop in between and just work on my hands a little bit and have a couple things that I use. And one of them is just like a straight up gua sha tool. I saw somebody recently using it on the palm of their hand. And I can definitely feel that I have stuff going on in there. Okay, that feels good. But my favorite tool is this. It's called a face blaster. Let me just peel that sticker off. That's not needed. And you have to be oiled up to use this. And then you just run it over the surface of your skin, and it treats the fascia, which is the connective tissue. I went to Ann Lewis High School too. Okay. This breaks up fascial adhesions, and the adhesions are when the fascia, the tissue, sticks together, and then you don't have blood flow. You don't have, your nerves can be like, what's the word I'm looking for? There can cause pressure on your nerves. There's no blood flow there. You can get like cramping. I'm already halfway done with my 6-day great granny blanket I started yesterday. Geez, flippin' Callie. Wow. Are you using the anniversary cakes for that? Anywhere you see that red is where there's like increased blood flow, where I broke up an adhesion. I have a lot of these fascia tools from Ashley Black. I think they're really good tools. They're expensive. Like this little thing, look at that. It can actually cause bruising if you break up an adhesion. Look at that. Now, I didn't impact that in any way, That's hot too. I just went over it very lightly, but it can actually bring blood up to the surface and cause like a bruise. So that looks like a bruise. Let me see if the other side has one. This hand, I've been having a lot of issues right here, and it's from the computer. You're welcome. See you next time. Tomorrow I'm going to be in the Zoom room. I'm not going to be live. I'm going to be Zooming, doing somatics. So if you all want to see me tomorrow, you have to come to somatics. You have to sign up, and then it'll send you the Zoom link, and you can come. We're going to talk about somatics. But yeah, look at that. And it feels warm. So that's a good one for your wrists. Gentle stretches. I'm not going to do a lot of stretching right now because I haven't been crocheting that long. See that red everywhere I did that fascia blaster. Can feel it. Don't ever do anything too don't do anything too hard and like go crazy. My fingers bend backwards because I'm hypermobile, but that's not the goal. All right. Now I love that oil because it's not super greasy. It just absorbed into my skin, and now I'm ready to go. So I can pick up my hook, I can pick up my project, and I'm not all, I'm not all oiled up. And the oil is for lymphatic drainage, so it will help keep your hands from getting really puffy. But everybody should be using an ergonomic hook, okay? All right, let's do a check-in. Where's everybody at on their blanket? Who's doing what? Hello, Erin. How are you, my dear? Social media queen. Crafty Sarah Marie finished my anniversary cake today on the Great Granddaddy. Nice. I still have a whole cake, anniversary cake to put onto my Great Granddaddy. I don't think I'm going to do the whole cake. I think I'm going to do a couple more repeats in the border and be done. How's everything going with you, Miss Erin? How's your crochet along going? Erin of Juniper and Oaks, who's on my TikTok live right now, is the designer of that amazing gingerbread mosaic crochet afghan that you've been seeing everywhere, all over social. She's killing it. First day of the Cal is going well. That's great. Sure, of course. If you have never done mosaic crochet, she breaks it down and makes it so easy for you. She's such a sweet, kind, approachable person. You will just love her. So everybody follow Juniper and Oaks. Give her a follow and download or go visit her gingerbread crochet mosaic crochet pattern. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm over halfway done with my first star blanket. If I ever get sick of 6-day crochet, I'm doing mosaic crochet next. It looks so cool and so interesting. I need to make my first 6-day project. What should I start with? I think anyone new to 6-day crochet should start with the 6-day star blanket. You could use up your leftovers. It's a great scrap buster, stash buster. Make it with that yarn you have in your stash. You don't have any idea why you bought it or what you should do with it. Take all your partial skeins you have left over from your mosaic stuff. And do a star. It's super easy. You could probably do one in your sleep after doing all that complicated mosaic stuff. I definitely need a palette cleanser project. Well, this would be the perfect one. Totally mindless once you get it figured out. Thanks for sharing the live. I started with the Great Granny for my first 6-day project. Not that many people know about that one. I should promote it more. It was just kind of I just designed that while I was trying to figure out something else. I was actually trying to do a 6-day hexagon cardigan. That's what I was trying to do. And so I sat down and figured out a 6-day granny square. And I was like, I bet some people would like this. And so I was like, here you go, people. Here's a 6-day granny square for you. And they were like, oh, could we make it into a blanket? And I was like, of course you want to make it a blanket. So then that became the 6-day Great Granny blanket. Because I already have a granny something, granny ripple. I don't know. I have a granny something pattern in my membership community. I don't remember what it's called. So I thought, well, this could be the Great Granny. It could be the Granny and the Great Granny. And then I did the rectangle and I was like, a granny chevron. Yeah. And I was like, oh, how about the great grand? One could be the great granny and one could be the great granddaddy. So that's what I did. Boom. And then I was like, oh, I should make I should name all my blankets after a member of the family. It could be like one could be the weird Aunt Ben, could be the cousin, And then, yeah, I stopped. I stopped after great granny and great granddaddy. I don't know. Six-day Uncle Bob blanket. I'd love to see the weird Aunt Beth. That was going to be the scarf. I ended up calling it the Chaos scarf, but I never published it because it was just too big. It was bigger than Lenny Kravitz big, and I didn't care that it was big, but I found I took it many different places so that I could wear it, and then it was just too big to ever wear. It was just too hot. It's made of alpaca, so I have to make another version of it with a smaller granny square. I have a smaller 6-day granny square, but I have this whole line of 6-day crochet that I haven't released yet. It's called Chaos. So the Weird Aunt Beth Chaos 6-day Chaos stuff, and that's where I have like the 6-day granny squares. I have like the 6-day chevron like attached to it. It's pretty cool. I have a lot of ideas for that in my mind. So many, not enough hours in a day. Good night, my friend. Congrats on your cow. I decided I'm just going to put the regular picot edge around this one, I think. Which is the star blanket for the different size points. I have, it's called the Supernova. There are tutorials. They're not my best tutorials. They're old and they're cringy. But I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be doing it on Thursday. I'm going to be doing it live, and I'm going to be going slow and, talking through it. And I am going to make a new tutorial for it too. Like I did for the Superstar, but I still haven't edited or posted the Superstar. I'm not very good at this, and it's only me. I'm all alone running this massive empire of 6-day crochet. I have a whole Facebook group, so if you get stuck, I'll help you. We will help you. You can do it. Even with the video, people still get stuck. You're seeing Matchbox 20. I really always pick up the replay. No worries. I want to see a concert. Last year, about this time, I went to see Peter Gabriel with my sister, and it was so great. We had such a great time. We went to New York City, and we had fun in New York City. Oh, I love what I do. My work is play. Six-day crochet community. What? Where is this? Where is Sting? Shut up. Stop it. Oh. I want to go. I love Sting. Peter Gabriel was so inspiring. I've been listening to that music, and I'm also a choreographer. Back in my college days, I was like a little baby choreographer. I used to choreograph dances to Peter Gabriel songs and listen to those albums over and over and over again. I just loved that music. I found it so inspiring. And my other sister was the youngest one. She was much younger than me, and I used to take her places that I probably shouldn't have taken her. And I took her to Peter Gabriel concerts, her and her little friend. It's like, you guys want to go? And they were like 15 or something, and I took them to a concert. And I probably let them do things I should not have let them do. But anyways, we did that. And we loved Peter Gabriel. We loved that music. And then last year, my sister and I went to New York City to see Peter Gabriel. And he's like 70 something. So he's definitely like slowed down a lot. But the music is amazing. And he hasn't released an album in like 20 years. And he's like, this is my last tour. And he released all the new songs on the full moon, one song at a time on the full moon, for a year. So when we went to the concert, this album hadn't even been released yet. And we hadn't even heard all the songs that were on it. And one of the songs that we hadn't heard yet, hadn't been released yet, that we heard is this song called This Is Home. And oh man, I just love that song. And he had all this art. He collaborated with these artists. So he had all this visual art and video in the screen behind, on the stage. And the art for that song was like, the ocean and seashells and the beach. And I was like, oh my God, that's like me. Like, I found my home at the beach. It was really an incredible experience to hear that song for the first time live and also see that artwork. And it's so meaningful and inspiring as a creative person. like to see this person whose music I've been listening to for most of my life, like continue their creative journey. What I mean, I don't know. I think I'm really fortunate to be a creative person and be able to do creative work for my work. I don't think my sister Amy has ever been to New York City. Bourbon and Beyond in Kentucky. Wow, I want to see that. I love Kentucky too. Yep, and I got to stay with my sister, and she has like a bunch of kids, still pretty young, and it's like really hard for her to get away that like that. I don't think she had ever really done like a mom trip like that, and all the years of being a mom. And her oldest kids are like in college. She's like, I don't get to do this. So we got to go to New York, and I got to like show her around New York, and she had been before, but she went with her daughter, and they didn't really know what they were doing or where they were going. And so we got to like eat at Junior's, and we stayed at the Millennium Broadway, like right near Times Square, right where all the like Broadway theaters are, right next door to the Daniel Radcliffe show. I wanted to go see it, but I ended up not going back there to see it, but I really wanted to. It's called Merrily We Roll Along, and I really wanted to see that. But it was right next door to where we were staying, the theater for that. And we saw, how many Broadway shows did we see? We saw that new one. I think it's called Six. We saw that. I feel like we saw something else, but now I don't remember. We rode the Staten Island Ferry. Past the Statue of Liberty. We got big slices of New York pizza. Yeah, not my sister Amy. This was a different sister. There's four of us. One time I went with my sister Missy, who's the one younger than me. Amy's the oldest, and then me, and then Missy, and then the youngest one that I went to see Peter Gabriel with. But years ago, I went to New York City with my sister Missy, and we went to see Daniel Radcliffe in Equus. Equus, was that what that was called? It's the one with the horses. That was so good. He was in it with the actor who played his uncle in the Harry Potter movies, who has now passed away. Remember in Harry Potter, the uncle. Bye, Andrew. You have a good night. I forgot to set my timer again. Yarn is called KFI Collection Pinwheel. It's right there. The name of the color is Flamingo. Thank you, Andrew. It's very sweet of you. I don't know. TikTok's being real glitchy. How are y'all feeling about that big stripe of pink? Is it too much pink? Well, maybe not. It's about the same as down here, I guess. Oh, I have a feeling I've been missing the YouTube comments because I restarted the stream. Oh. Yeah, sorry. It's been a rough night. Ridiculous. All right, friends. Let's get another round done here. Let's go another time around. Okay, so what do you think I should do? I have this much of the next color, and then it's going to make this jump to dark pink. So that's, I'm not going to control. I just answer my own question. I'm going to let it flow. Let it flow. It's another song I don't know. because I don't watch Disney movies. Tomorrow is a full moon. Well, that explains a lot. This is my second cake. I have 540 yards each on them, so I think I'm probably going to finish it up with 2 cakes. Attention, everybody. My yarn is about to change colors. It's doing it in the middle of the round this time. There it goes. Right at the peak. Oh. Let's hydrate. It just started downpouring here in Anchorage, Alaska, and I absolutely love to crochet to the sound of a rainstorm. Oh, wow. I feel like I'm there with you right now. I live on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, which is just about as far from Anchorage, Alaska as you could get. And we have, like storms and hurricanes and stuff here, and I just love it. I love it so much. People say, like, aren't you scared? And I'm like, just imagine me inside, piled up in a sea of crochet and yarn with a chicken in my Instant Pot or some chili or roast beef or something cooking in my Instant Pot. And I'm like eating soup and crackers all day and watching, like all the Harry Potter movies. That's me when it storms here. I just love it. My house is up on pylons, so it shakes when the wind blows really hard, and we have those storms. Like the houses are like they're meant to be, um, they're meant to kind of sway with the wind to be more stable in storms. Like they're built that way. But oh man, I absolutely love it. Thank you so much. Well, I am actually a Ravenclaw, but when I took the test, I knew how to answer so that I could be with Harry, Ron, and Hermione because I think they're cool. You know what they say, the sorting hat takes your wishes into account. What about you? How long does this take you to complete? It's called the 6-day blanket, and you can complete it in 6 days. That is about how long it takes me. I mean, sometimes I want to make them bigger, or if you use heavier, you take even less. Yeah. I crochet 2 to 4 hours a day. I don't usually do more than that because I, you know, I run my whole business myself, so I'm on the computer a lot. I'm starting to feel real droopy and tired, so this is going to be my round. I'm going to try and make it all the way around. I don't even think I'm halfway. Once you start getting to the outskirts of the blanket, it starts taking longer and longer to complete. I usually make baby blankets about 42 to 48 inches wide. So I don't think I'm quite there yet. I think when I measured it yesterday, it was 15. It was like 30 something, 32. 3. Come on, TikTok. I don't know what you're doing. And crocheting years. Favorite thing to make. 6-day crochet, of course. 6-day anything. I'm shooting for a twin to full-size blanket, okay? You doing a star? You're doing a granddaddy with the anniversary cakes, right? 6-day star. I've been crocheting and I'm not nearly as good as you. I'm just a regular crocheter. It's not a competition. I'm using an anniversary cake for my great granny. That's why I have so much done already. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They just work up like so quick. I mean, I love the 5 and 6 weight yarns for a fast blanket. They're awesome. They're just a little too heavy for my beach house. I've noticed I have not wanted to make too many blankets with those yarns, and I have a bunch of it. I have a bunch of the tea cakes. Almost there. Have about 3 points left to go. Yep. Have 3 points to go. I'm really starting to feel the drag here. I can't stay at this chair and crochet for more than like 2 hours at a time, 2-3 hours. I'm going to Virginia Beach on Wednesday to get my hair cut, and I know I'm going to stop at the Michaels there. And let me tell you, I am not going to buy any anniversary cakes. The 2 anniversary cakes I'm just now working up and posting online are like 2 years old. They sat there for months, years maybe. I don't know. They might have been from last year, or they might have been from the year before. I can't remember. They sat there looking at me for a really long time. And let me tell you, it feels good not to have them over there anymore. It feels good. A big pile of Ogo scraps over there from last year's star blanket September. I made a bunch of star blankets from scraps. Thank you so much. Might try to order a second anniversary cake for my blanket. Yeah, I don't know if you saw my TikTok, my great granddaddy blanket with just one anniversary cake was like 42 by 57. So I would say it was like toddler size or lap blanket, not big enough for a twin bed. So if you want it for a twin bed, you probably need another one. So I would try and get you one before they are all gone. I'm thinking about those anniversary cakes. Like in my mind right now, I'm like, which one should I get? Should I get the book club? I think the one called book club sounds fun. What? I don't need them, nor do I want them. I do not. Do not. Thanks for following. I have a really hard time making small blankets because I just love big cozy blankets. I know, right? Small blankets are for babies. Is this the end? No, I think I have one more point to go and then I'm done. My eyes. I gotta go. I am dying here. I'm dying here. I had to really rein myself in when I made my son's baby blanket. I know. Well, you can make a big, you could do a little baby blanket, and then when they get bigger, you make them a bigger blanket and let them pick out their colors. Dun 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 dun. Dun. I'm done. Well, I'm done for today. That is day 4, and I'm not going to be doing any more Superstar on lives. I'm going to take this one offline and finish it on my own. And on Thursday, I'm going to be here doing that Supernova. Supernova. Yep. Okay. 17 and a half. So what would that be? 35? Let me set up my little scene for the end of my time lapse. I'll do my little, absolutely love these little scissors. Oh, you can't see it. I'll do it like that. Gosh, that's pretty. Who made that? It's a very pretty blanket. Very pretty. This is nice yarn. Nice yarn for a baby blanket. All right, my friends. I will see you tomorrow night at Somatics, or I'll see you on Thursday for the Supernova. Bye.